Hello, hi, welcome. So the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, the part 2. So already we are completed the part 1. So that is a part 1. I made the part 1. Part 1 is a very long chapter. That's why I made into the two parts. In part 1, I explained one video with only MSMEs and second video and the remaining things are there. Part 1. So now we are entering into the part 2. So which was announced on the May 14th of the 2020. So this is a part 2. So part 2 related to that, government of India announces the this on short term and long term measures. So measures for the supporting of the poor, including the migrant farmers and the teeny business and the street vendors, right? So this was the part 2 of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Now see and these are the generally announced by the government. So that is a scheme name as a part of the scheme name, and don't see the benefit. I will explain later the benefit. First, concentrate on the free food supply. So free food grains so supply to the migrants, that was the first of the this scheme. And second one, migrants access to the what PDS ration card, so that is a public distribution ration card. This is the one scheme again announced. And third one is the scheme for the affordable rental houses complex. And fourth one is the funding to the NABARD. And fifth one is the Shishu Mudra loan relief, so the relief is given to the Shishu Mudra loans. And the sixth one is the so one special scheme for the street vendors. And the seventh one is the credit linked subsidy scheme for the what middle income groups under the Pradhana Mantri Awas Yojana, so Kampa funds, right? Next one is the Kisan credit card scheme. And these are the right measures, 9 measures are there, so under the part 2. So we will go into the detail one by one. So I will explain these benefits later after completion of this one. So we will entering into the this one now. Now first one is the free food grain supply for the what 2 months. So free food grain supply for already government of India under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. So that is already for the March and April payments already government of India providing. So that is 3 months. Again the government of India now it is providing the what additionally. So already government of India providing for the 3 months. Now it is additional benefit again. So that is providing for this one. So that is April, May, June, right? So that is April, May, June is already covered under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Now additionally for the May and June we are providing the what additional benefit along with the what along with the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana benefit. So whatever the benefit they are getting on that scheme, that also that will be received by them, and along with that PM Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana benefit, and again they are also entitled to get the what this additional food grain also. So what is this additional food grain they are getting? 5 kg of rice, that is a labor 5 kg of the what additional food grain of the 5 kg of the rice, and 1 kg of the chana for the family per month for the what 2 months of the May and the June. 5 kg of the rice for the what per person, that is generally 5 kg for the migrant labor. So one person will get the what 5 kg of the rice, but chana is not for the person, that the chana is for the what for family. So for how many months? 2 months, May and the June months, and free of cost, and this will be provided the what free of cost. And who are eligible this scheme, that is a point here. The migrant laborers who are here red line, the migrant laborers who are not covered under the what National Food Security Act, or otherwise who are not having the what ration card in their states. And these states are union territory in which they are standard at present will eligible, and the states and union territories shall be advised to put the mechanism for the what targeted distribution of the in distribution as envisaged in the what scheme, that is 8 lakh metric tons of the food grains, and the right 50 metric tons of the chana is allocated with the cost of the what 3,500 crores will be borne by the what government of India, borne by the, that is a total one. So that is who are not covered under the National Food Security Act, which means who don't have the ration card, right? That is a general. So who are not covered under the National Food Security Act are both are same only. If they are covered under National Food Security Act means automatically they will have the what ration card. If they are not covered means they are not having the ration card. So if they are not having the ration card anywhere, so then automatically they can use this one, right? Yeah. Migrant laborers, especially the migrant laborers not covered under this one, are without ration card. Wherever they are, particularly in they are in the Telangana, they are in the any state, wherever they are standard, and they are entitled to eligible. Next, what is that foods this one National Food Security Act. This National Food Security Act was enacted in the 2013 to provide the what food security to the India. to provide the what food security to the most of the people in India. So under the this National Food Security Act, what is the speciality is that this act is covering the 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population. So with uniform entitled of the what 5 kg for the person per month. Every person will get the 5 kg of the food grain for the month. So which is covering almost 75% of the rural and the 50% of the what urban population. So that they will get the, so this rice for the what generally that is a subsidized prices, 3 kg per kg of the rice, 3 rupees per kg of the rice, and 2 rupees per the kg for wheat, and 1 rupee per kg of the what coarse grains, and this is generally subsidized prices given by the central government of India. And third one, the nutritional support to the women and the children, the pregnant and the lactating mothers, and the children in the age group of the 6 months to the what 14 years will be entitled to meals as prescribed as a nutritional norms under the what integrated child development schemes and midday meal schemes, right? Integrated child development schemes means Anganwadi Kendras, and the midday meal schemes means that is provided into the school. So that is children who are covered under the 6 to 14 years of the age. So if they are below the 6 months, they will go to the Anganwadis. So below the 6 months and below the 6 months and other sorry 6 months to what is it 5 years age, 6 months to 7 years age, 6 months to 7 years age they can go to up to the what Anganwadi Kendras, and maybe above the 7 years then he will go to the school, and up to 14 years of the age, and they will take the food from the midday meal scheme, right? So that is also part of the Food Security Act. And maternity benefit, if any woman is there, pregnant women or lactating mothers are there, they are eligible to get the what 6,000 rupees, right? So these are the major four components of the what Food Security Act, right? This is not required for the examination, but generally, and this is not the part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, but generally here the one concept is there. So that they are saying that migrant laborers who are not covered under the National Food Security Act, or who are not having the ration card, for those people they are providing the free of cost, that is a here. So then in this context we should know this one, what is Food Security Act, right? So this is the National Food Security Act. And second one, technology system is used to enable the migrants to access the what PDS ration from fair price shops in India by the March 21. One nation, one ration card. That is important. Is the what one ration and the what one nation card. Sorry, one nation and the one ration card, which means generally, so that is a fair price shops means in our parlance we call that as a dealer shops, which will provide the what which will distribute the rice in the rural areas and మండల్ headquarters, district headquarters. We have the what rice shops, rice ఎవరైతే అమ్ముతుంటారో ఆ షాప్స్ అని. సో జనరల్ ద ఫేర్ ప్రైస్ షాప్స్ మీన్ ద డీలర్ షాప్స్ which will distribute the rice to the normal people based on the what ration card as a identity of the fruit. Those shops are known as what fair price shops. So generally, so that ration cards will be issued by the what state government, but not the central government. Remember that ration cards are issued by the what state government, not central government. For example, if Uttar Pradesh laborers are there, Uttar Pradesh laborers are working in the Telangana region. So Uttar Pradesh laborers are working in the Telangana region along with their family, but Uttar Pradesh person will hold the what ration card issued by the Uttar Pradesh government. So then automatically Uttar Pradesh government ration card is not eligible in where Telangana to get the so rice from the Telangana dealer shops. They have to go to Uttar Pradesh from the Uttar Pradesh dealer shop, and they have to get the rice. That is a dealer shop means fair price shop. So that's why what is the government of India planning that? So we need to make the one card, that card is eligible throughout the India. So if the Uttar Pradesh person is working in Telangana, he can take the rice from the Telangana also. Or if Uttar Pradesh person is going to West Bengal, he can take the rice from the what West Bengal also. That type of the system. So which means portable system. Wherever you go, in that place you are entitled to get the what so benefit. So the concept is that one. So that is a one ration and the one ration card. So that is as for the census 2011, 4.1 crores of the people are the interstate migrants. This is important. 1.4 crores of the people are migrated within the state. That is not important. Interstate means the Telangana to Uttar Pradesh to Telangana, they are crossing the state borders like that. So this is a total 1.4 crores of the people are, 4.1 crores of the people are there. So who are the interstate migrants. So these interstate migrants will be impact more because they are not entitled to the so rice or wheat whatever provided by the government on the subsidies based in other state. So if they want to get that one, they have to go back to their state. That is a very risky task. So that's why the government of India stated that one nation, one ration cards to ensure the 100% of the national portability by the what March 2021. So all the states should implement this one. So government of India set and target. Now what is so this Nirmala Ma saying that pilot scheme is the portability of the ration card will be extended to the 23rd state, and by the 67 crores of the beneficiaries covering that the 83% of the public distribution population will be covered by the what national portability of the ration card by the August 2020, and 100% will be covered by the what March 2021, which means everyone will possess the what new ration card, and the ration card is valuable that is valid throughout the what India. If you go to Telangana, if you go to Andhra Pradesh, or if you go to Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, or Punjab, wherever you go, you can take the rice from the what. So that is a government shop. That is the only receipt. That is a right. So just like that. So if you are roaming the throughout the India, wherever you go, you will have the same mobile number. The mobile number will not change. In the same way, ration card also. Wherever you go, same you will have the same ration card. In that place, you are going to eligible the all the benefits. Right. So that is 83% will be covered by the what August 2020, and the 100% will be covered by the what March 2021, and they will issue the ration cards based on that system. So we will make the what one nation and the what one ration card. The target year is important. Target year is the 2021 March, and the scheme for the affordable renting complexes for the what migrant workers and what urban poor to be launched. So that is the scheme for so that migrant workers, so from the Uttar Pradesh or from the Bihar, and so most of the Bihar people will migrate to the what West Bengal state and Assam, and otherwise most of the Orissa people will come to the Telangana, and Maharashtra migrant laborers also comes to Telangana. Here they don't have the what permanent pakka houses, so they are living in the some particular areas with the what temporary shelters and in the slum areas. So that's why the government of India so came up with the novel idea that so government along with the private persons, they will construct the what wherever the government lands are there, in that lands they will develop the what big apartments, and with those big apartments will be so big apartments will develop there, and that apartments will be maintained by the government. So then automatically government will give the what so whatever the houses are there for the what migrant laborers or the urban poor in the what low cost. So that is only they will take the what maintenance cost or the low rent. If they want to take the rent from the private house owner, they are charging the more. So that migrant laborers who are coming from other state, actually they are poor. That's why they are coming to the other state. Even if the private owner also taking the more rent, then automatically his life will be very misery. So that's why the government is saying that now we are going to construct the houses, big apartments, and that apartments will provide the what shelter to them by taking the what minimum maintenance charges. This was one of the good idea. So that is affordable rental housing complexes to the what migrant workers and the what urban poor. This is what so migrant laborers, urban poor, and the students, right? So this is the good idea. We should welcome these type of the ideas. And next one is the 2% of the interest subvention for the 12 months for the Shishu Mudra loan is, and which will costing the relief of the what 1500 crores. So that is what is Mudra loan. So Mudra is the what, so that is a micro units development refinance agency. Mudra is the name of the bank, so that stands for micro units refinance development agency. So that was established in the 2015 year. So the headquarter of the so bank is in the Mumbai. So that is what 2015. So the name itself is indicating Mudra means micro units refinance development agency. So micro units means they will lend the loans to the what very small business houses. That is the maximum amount of the loan they will lend is the what 10 lakhs only. That is the maximum amount of the loan. So these Mudra Bank will lend the loans with the name of the what Pradhana Mantri Mudra Yojana. So that is the name of the scheme. Mudra Bank will give the loans with the name of the what Pradhana Mantri Mudra Yojana. So Pradhana Mantri Mudra Yojana. This Pradhana Mantri Mudra Yojana will have the what three types of the loans will be provided by the Mudra Bank. So one type of the loan name is the what Shishu loan, and second type of the loan name is what Kishora loan, and third type of the loan is what Taruna loan. Shishu loan is up to the what 50,000 rupees, and the Kishora loan is from the 50,000 to the what 5 lakh rupees, and the Taruna loan is a 5 lakh to the what 10 lakh crore rupees. And these are the three types of the loans provided by Shishu, Kishora, Taruna. Shishu, Kishora, Taruna loans are provided by the what Mudra Bank with the name of the what Pradhana Mantri so Mudra Yojana. Now what is the new? Now saying the government of India saying that we will interest a subvention of the what 2% for the what only for the what prompt pay is for the what period of the what 2 months. So only for the Shishu loans. So which will CC loan means what? Below the 50,000. Who has taken the loan? CC loan means what? Below the 50,000 rupees. Who are the people, the customers who comes under the what category of the CC loans, they are entitled to get the what 2% of the interest subvention. For example, if they are taken the loan with the interest rate of the 7%, and they are 7% of the interest rate, now they are eligible to get the now they are liable to pay the what only what 5%, 5% of the interest only, because 7 minus 2%, that is a 5%. 7% is the what subvention waiver is given by the government of India only for the period of the what 12 months, right? Right, for this financial year. So only for the period of the 12 months means, so this financial year from the April 1st to the what, so next March 31st of the what 2020, 20 April 1st of the 2020 to March 31st of the 2021. So that is the total cost is the what 1500 crore rupees this cost. And in the examination, in order to confuse us, they will give that. So in examination, this scheme is applicable to the even Kishore loans and Tarun loans, don't confuse. And these type of the relief measure is announced only for the what micro loans only, that is this measure is only for the what Shishu loans only, right? And next is the 50,000 crore rupees of the credit facility for the street vendors. Street vendors, we know that the early morning you will eat the what, so that idli and puri and that dosa, and here those are small bandis, right? So that is right, those are known as what street vendors are there. So generally street vendors have the no permanent place, they will move from the one place to another place through their right, so vehicle. So for that purpose, the government of India launching the what 5,000 crore rupees of the credit fund, especially for the what, so street vendors. And it's going to be a very important question for the examination. So how much fund? 5,000 crore rupees for the what credit facility for the what street vendors. So that is a totally that under this under this scheme. So that is the initial working capital up to the 10,000 for the what each enterprises, they will get almost 50 lakh street vendors are going to benefit from the this scheme. So who are doing the street vendor business, and for them the government of India allocated about 50,000 crore rupees of the loan amount, and each person will get how much? So that is a 10,000 crore rupees for the what each person, that is not 10,000 crores, 10,000 rupees. So the government of India ready to provide the what 10,000 for 10,000 for the what each person, 10,000 for the what each person. So that is an important question here, 10,000 rupees. So for this purpose, how much allocated the what 5,000 crore rupees only for whom? Street vendors, right? You need to concentrate only on the these dark lines, initial working capital up to how much. This is the exam going important question for exam, and this is the important question, right? Only two questions are there here. And next one, this is a scheme another 70,000 crores to boost the housing sector and the middle income group through the extension of the credit linked subsidy scheme for the what middle income group under the what Pradhan Mantri so Awas Yojana Urban, right? Now what is this scheme? The name itself is very big. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Awas means what? House construction. Awas means PMAY means Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, in bracket we are written the word urban, which means the scheme is applicable to the what only for the construction of the houses in the what urban areas. Awas means house, the habitat. So that is this scheme is applicable to the only urban areas, which was launched in the what 2007 year. So 2007 year, what is this? What is the objective of this scheme is that, so the under this scheme, the government of India will provide the what interest subvention to the home loans. So if you are taking the any loan from the banks, and the government of India will provide the what subsidy on the interest rate. So that is the see here, subsidy on the credit means what? Loan. Credit linked subsidy scheme. Credit means loan. That loan is linked with what? Subsidy. Who will give the subsidy? Government of India will give you the subsidy. Subsidy to the what? Subsidy on what? Subsidy to on the interest rate. For example, if you are taking the interest rate of the 9% of the interest rate, government of India providing the 2% of the subvention, which means you need to pay the what only 7% of the interest. So that is here that credit linked subsidy scheme for the what middle income groups under the what Pradhan Mantri Urban Yojana. For this scheme, so they are allocating the what 70,000 crore rupees, and this scheme is extended to the till. So originally this was launched in the 2017 only. Now that was ending on the March 31st of the 2020. But now the government of India said that due to the COVID impact, we are extending it to the what March 31st of the what 2021. So originally it was ending till the what March 31st of the 2020 only. Now we are extending it to the even the what so March 31st of the what 2020-21 also, right? So this was the new scheme, and now we will discuss this scheme in detail. and this was the household income. So EWS stands for the what economically weaker section, LIG stands for the what low income group, MIG 1 stands for middle income group category 1, and MIG 2 stands for middle income group category 2. So now the whatever the government of India announced the scheme, they are not applicable to the what economically weaker section and low income group. The scheme is whatever recently announced in the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The scheme is announced only for this category, middle income group 1 and middle income group 2, which means who are having the middle income group 1. How this middle income group is defined? Based on the household income. If any person household income is in between the 6 to 12 lakhs, then it is called middle income group 1. The household income is the 12 to the 18 lakhs, then it is called what? Middle income group 2. And this middle income group 1 and middle income group 2, which means income from the 6 to 18 lakhs, these people are eligible to get the what benefit. So how much interest subsidy they are going to get? In the middle income group 1 people will get the interest subsidy, which how much? 4%. And middle income group 2 people will get the what interest subsidy, what? 3%. What is this? The house, whatever the house they are constructing, the house area must be here the 160 square meters, here the 200 square meters. Is definitely mandatory conditions are there. Now here the middle income group will get the how much interest subsidy? 3%. And here these people will get the what? 4% subsidy. What is the standard rate? Standard rate is a 9%. So that bank will lend the standard rate of the interest rate is a 9%. 9% minus 4%, which means these middle income group people will pay the how much? 5%. And the 9% minus 3%, which means 6%. That is a middle income group people, middle income group 2 people should pay the what? Only 6%. And middle income group 1 people should pay the what? Only 5%. That is the what? So we need to understand that is a standard rate is a what? 9%, right? So this is how much amount of the loan they are going to get. This is a 12 lakhs amount is that they are going to get the what? Loan 12 lakh. This is a middle income group 1 will get the what? 9 lakhs, and middle income group 2 will get the what? 12 lakhs. With the tenure of the loan is about 20 years, and standard rate is about 9%, and interest rate is about 4 and 3%. And this entire data is not required for examination, only for understanding I have provided here, but examination purpose you need to focus on those one. This credit linked subsidy scheme for the middle income group from the 6 to the what 18 lakhs will be extended up to the what March 2021. It will benefit the 2.5 lakh of the middle income families during the 2020-21 with the cost of the what 70,000 crores in the housing sector. It will provide the significant number of the jobs, and it will demand for the what steel, cement, transportation, other construction materials, because in order to construct the houses we require all these, right? How the government of India providing the 70,000 crore rupees here? The government of India will pay the 70,000 crore rupees in this form, interest subvention. So the interest subvention, because how much is that standard interest rate is the 9%. So but you are 9 minus 4%, 9 minus 3%. So that 9 minus 4%, which means 5% will pay by the loanee. So who has taken the loan, he will pay the 5%. Who will pay this remaining amount? Remaining amount will be paid by the what government on the behalf of the what loanee. Original standard rate is the 9%. So government is providing how much? Assume that 4% is the, so subvention is provided to the what middle income group 1. So 9 minus 4%, how much? 5%. This 5% is paid by the whom? The person who has taken the loan, he will pay the what? Only 5%. But remaining 4%, whatever is there on the standard is 9, remaining 4% is paid by the what? Government of India. 5% is paid by the what? Customer. 4% government of India. Total 9%. How much subsidy is getting? 4%. Subsidy 4% provided by government of India. In order to bear this 4% of and this subsidy cost, government of India is spending how much? 70,000 crore rupees in the housing sector. And again the 60,000 crore rupees for the what creating the employment using the what Kampa funds. So what is this Kampa fund? So Kampa fund is nothing but this year, assume that Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act 2016, which was enacted in the what? So Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act. Afforestation means what? Plantation, right? So what is this Compensatory Afforestation Fund? See that compensation afforestation is that, so compensatory afforestation is that, so when the forest land is diverted to the what non-forest purpose such as the mining or industry, the user agency pays for the what planting of the forest over an equal area of the non-forest land, which such land is available. When such land is not available, twice of the area of the degraded land area. whenever we are diverting the forest land for the what non-forest use for the construction of the industries or maybe construction of the mining activities where the originally forest area is there, so that forest area is converting into the what some other purposes, then automatically you need to pay some amount of the money for the what creation of the forest in that particular area, because you are damaging the forest area and you are using the forest area. So you need to pay the compensation of the what equal amount where what amount you are damaged, what amount, what is the area you are using there, and what is the damage occurred to that particular area. So by using that money, so again we need to what rise the what plantations and again the forest area in the some other places. So for that purpose who will pay that one? The companies who are using that one. So right now, as for the this compensation afforestation acts, 90% of the CAF money will be given to the states, and while the 10% will be retained by the what center. So whatever the amount they are getting through this one, so that is 90% and will be retained by the states, given to the states, and 10% will be retained by the what center only. Why they will pay? The company is diverting the forest land to the what non-forest purpose or mining activities, then forest will be grown in some other places. For that purpose they have to pay the what money. That money is known as what compensatory afforestation. So afforestation, they have to afforestation for, in order to do this afforestation they are providing the what compensation, right? So now what is the new is that 6,000 crore rupees for the creating the employment by using the Kampa fund. There are right almost I think that is more than 12,000 crore rupees of the funds are there with the government. So this is that out of this one the government of India is spending the what 6,000 crore rupees from the where Kampa funds. So for the creation of the what employment. So what is that? What is the government of India? Why we need to create the employment? Because most of the people lost the employment. Most of the persons are the migrant laborers are there. So that what is the government of India saying that approximately 6,000 rupees of the crores fund from the compensatory afforestation will be used. So for the artificial regeneration, natural regeneration, forest management, moisture conservation and forest protection and wildlife protection related measures, all these purpose they are using these 6,000 crore rupees, and which will create the what some jobs especially for the Adivasi people. So especially Adivasi people will get the what job opportunities in the that particular areas in the forest areas, create the job opportunities in the urban, semi-urban, rural areas, and also for the what tribal people. And whatever the amount is there in the compensatory afforestation fund, so out of the that one we are taking only 6,000 crore rupees we are spending only for the what creation of the employment. So what is the this fund means, so whenever you are diverting the forest land to the non-forest purpose, the company which is diverting that has to pay the some amount of the money. That amount is known as what compensatory afforestation fund. So that is right. Next one is the 30,000 crore rupees of the additional emergency working capital for the what farmers. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, so which was established in the 1982. Headquarter of the bank is Mumbai. So NABARD generally lend the loans to the what cooperative banks and regional rural banks. So regional rural banks and cooperative banks whatever they are there in India. So for these institutions, the NABARD will provide the what financial capacity. So now the government of India providing the 30,000 crore rupees to the NABARD, and in turn NABARD will provide these 30,000 crore rupees to the what cooperative banks and the regional rural banks, and which will benefit around 3 crores of the farmers, mostly small marginal, and it will meet the what post harvest rabi seasons and the what current kharif requirement, right? Current kharif requirements means June month onwards, June to the what September or and October first week. So that is the extra amount of the money we are provided. Already NABARD will have the what 90,000 crores of the money already provided by the what government of India to the NABARD, and this is again the 30,000 crores extra, 90 plus 30, 1,20,000 crores is that is provided to the NABARD. So by the government of India to lend the loans to the what farmers to the through the regional cooperative banks and the what this regional rural banks, right? So this is additional amount, not the total, not the total amount. This is additional amount, additional plus already provided amount is the 90, total 1,20,000 crores is now are being provided. So the name itself is indicated 30,000 crore rupees of the additional emergency working capital, additional emergency working capital for the what farmers through NABARD. NABARD will give to banks, banks give to the what farmers. How many farmers are there? 3 crores of the farmers are going to benefit through the this scheme. So that's why additional benefit is provided. Next is the 2 lakh credit card, 2 lakh crore credit cards will boost the what 2.5 crores of the farmers under the what Kisan credit card. So now the what is that government of India is saying that, so we will provide the what additionally, so 2.5 crores of the so credit card, Kisan credit card, Kisan credit card. So Kisan, what is a Kisan credit card? I will explain. So that is a Kisan credit card, and for this they will issue the new 2.5 crores of the credit card, and they will provide the loan, and with the amount of the what 2.5 2 lakh crore rupees of the amount is provided to lend the loans to 2.5 crores of the farmers who are holding the what Kisan credit card, who are having the what Kisan credit card. Now here the Kisan credit card, what is meant by Kisan credit card? So originally Kisan credit card started in the 1998, right? So all the Kisan credit started in the 1988. So Kisan credit card is that, so the loan is provided without security, and under the Kisan credit card, the loan is provided without security up to the what 1.6 lakhs, 1.6 lakhs, 1 lakh 60,000, 1 lakh 60,000 rupees of the loan is provided under the Kisan credit card without any collateral security, and the maximum loan is provided by up to 3 lakh rupees. Maximum loan is provided up to the what 3 lakh rupees. What is the interest rate? Interest rate is the 7%. Interest rate is the 7%, but this 7% is the standard interest rate for the farmers, and the additional interest subvention is the 3% for the what prompt payment. If the farmer is very prompt and paying the regularly, he is eligible to pay the what he is eligible to get the 3% of the what interest subvention. That is a normal rate is the 7%. So he is a regular payment, that's why he is eligible to get about 3% of the interest subvention. 7 minus 3 4%. The 4% is the effective rate for the who pays within time. So the farmer who are paying the so loans within the time means within the given date of the due, so they are going to get the loans at the rate of the what 4% only. If they are not paying the within the time, then automatically they have to pay the what 7%. If they are paying the within the time, they have to pay the what only 4% of the maximum loan. Under the Kisan credit card, you will get the what 3 lakh rupees, and this 3 lakh rupees, and without security 1.6 lakh 1 lakh 60,000 rupees. So above the 1 lakh 60,000 you require security. So below the 1 lakh 60,000 there is no security is required, but maximum how much 3 lakh only you can get the this one, right? Right. This Kisan credit card is generally valid for the what 5 years remaining. All right. So that is a notified crop and notified crops covered under the Kisan credit card. So all crops are covered. Some of the whatever the crops recognized by the government, and only that crops are covered. And subsequent this Kisan card is valid for the what valid for the what period of the what 5 years generally. Right. These are the points you need to remember. So this was launched by Kisan credit card, originally launched by the NABARD only. Kisan credit card is launched by the NABARD in the year 1988. Then automatically it is used by the all the banks now. Originally launched by NABARD in the 1988 Kisan credit card. Now what is the government of India announcing here? That government of India is here 2 lakh crore credit boost to the what 2.5 crore farmers under the what Kisan credit card scheme. And who the persons who are having the Kisan credit card, and that is a because of the this Kisan credit card, 2.5 crores of the farmers are benefiting. So which is amounting to the what 2 lakh crore rupees, which means under the Kisan credit card we are lending the loan of the what 1 lakh 60,000 rupees to how many farmers? 2.5 crore rupees of the farmers, which is amounting to the what 2 lakh crore rupees. So that is a very important question. That is for this purpose the government of India again, so that is a 2 lakh crore rupees of the credit to the what so 2.5 crore rupees of the farmers, and this is the so ninth one. So that is right. So all these are the 9 measures which are announced by the so government as a what Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, that is a part 2. Now here see food grain supply to the migrant for the 2 months, and the what so that is a quick revision to the quick revision. So that the food grain 2 months for the May June 5 kg of the for the migrant labor, and 1 kg chena for the family. So the 2 months, that is food grains. Migrant access to the what public distribution, 83% of the what population covered by August 2020, and 100% portability by the what March 2021. That is a ration card, one nation one ration card. That is affordable renting house for the migrant workers and urban poors. We are going to build the what apartments, and we will provide the what low rent for them. And next NABARD 30,000 crore rupees of the additional emergency working capital to the farmer. And Shishu Mudra loans 2% of the interest subventions about 12 months who are having the what below 50,000 rupees of them. For the street vendors we are spending the what 5,000 crore rupees, each vendor will get the what 10,000 rupees, right? And this Kampa funds, that is credit linked subsidy scheme 70,000 crore rupees, and the Kampa funds are the 6,000 crore rupees using for the what creating of the what employment, and this 70,000 crore rupees they are spending what interest subvention, and the Kisan credit card scheme extending to the what 2.5 crores of the farmers with the cost of the what 25 lakh crore rupees. And this is the total complete what part 2 of the what Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So you can check all these three Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan part 2.